Hi there. This is really one of those cars which we are privileged, I think, is probably the word, to be able to show to you today. No number plates on it, only because, well, one, it almost looks new, but secondly, it's just come back from a Cheris transfer and we've only just had the number issued to it. But it is actually a 1997 on an R, one owner, 36,000 miles from new, Mercedes-Benz SLK 230 compressor. Vivianite green, I think is the name of the colour, if I pronounced it right. Sort of a cult colour, if you like, from the era of 97, but an absolutely stunning car. You know, it will be getting its plates on, it will be going back on the numbers on the advert, R939DWX. But it had the gentleman's Cheris number on it from new, so that's the first time that number's been issued to it. But the car is just in incredible condition. Absolutely gorgeous all the way, you know, all the way around. There's no evidence of any of the normal SLK problems of wing rot or spiders, marks on the paintwork or anything. You know, it really is that good. Just trying to get close to the front of the bonnet there for you. Everything just totally original. It's been garaged all its life, and it's just a pleasure to see a car like this. Without any shadow of a doubt, it's going to be an appreciating classic in its time. It's got to be, because they are fairly iconic of these, and there's not many left in this condition. Nice alloy wheels, everything that you would expect Mercedes. Two-tone grey interior. Quite nice to be able to show you that. It's much easier without the roof on. All the seats, everything, tiny little bit of wear creasing on the leather at this side. Open the door, you can see that a little bit better. Tiny bit of creasing on the side of the leather, which you would expect. You know, it's not done many miles, but it's probably been got in and out of a few times. Don't know if you can just see there, you see it on the still pictures, but 36,000 miles. That's all the car's done from new. Original radio, everything with it. Just absolutely beautiful. Walk you around and open the bonnet, show you what's going on in here. Great looking engine that, wasn't it, in its day. Probably one of the nicer looking engines, not all covered in plastic like these days. You can see something, but all around the engine bay, everywhere there you can see excellent condition. And we'll just scroll up to the leading edge of the bonnet, which anybody who knows about these cars knows that it's one of the areas where the paint starts to flake. Just lovely. It really is just really lovely all over. Car's just been MOT'd. And there it is. So we're just going to start it up and put the roof up. If you bear with me 1 second. So press the right button. And then we've half the chance, haven't we? Oops, excuse me. There we go. Everything works just perfectly as it should. And just get the roof up. We'll just show you the condition of that as well, because when we're talking about the various foibles of these SLKs, one is the spidering that tends to happen on the roof. I'm going to just show you around that as well, just to prove that there's nothing at all. There we go. Completes its cycle there. Puts the windows up. Just absolutely everything operating as it should do. Let me shut the door and just scroll back there. We say, as on the roof, you know, many people are aware that there's many on these cars, the roof tended to just get chips and then spider up. And there's nothing, a little bit of grease there. We just lubricated the roof rubbers, which people, they fail on with convertibles. You know, they need to keep these seals lubricated. It stops the creaks and what have you. So obviously that's the thing to make sure you don't operate the roof with the boot full of stuff. First aid kit, all original tools there. That's the little net thing that goes on the back of the headrests to combat the wind when you've got the roof down. There we are, the semi-space saver spare wheel, the one that you need to put on and inflate. But just let me shut that door and then there we go. Looks just as good with the roof up. Any questions, any more pictures? You know, it is a classic car. There's probably areas that people want specific photos of, but if there is, please just get in touch, give us a call. Thanks for watching.